fancy lobster. Got 2 soles in my hands. Let's give this a go.
Go, you take it. Chug, 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 chug. Oh my God, the one's finished before the other. He definitely just as left.
Tonight's episode of The Ship Show is brought to you by
Douche Canoe, a fragrance for men by Carnival.
Tonight's episode of The Ship Show is
Uploading. System 1 loaded. Self-destruct sequence activated.
I smell a smelly smeller that smells smelly.
Uploading. System 1 loaded. Self-destruct sequence activated.
I smell a smelly smeller that smells smelly.
Welcome to the 2019 Ship Show Hair Pageant. A big shout out to all you beautiful people that submitted your photos. And first up, it's the ladies. Woo-wee.
Yeah.
Looking good,
yeah.
ladies. Next up, it's the men. Show us what you got, fellas. You did us proud, fellas. There you have it, folks. The 2019 Ship Show Hair Pageant. You will get to pick the winners. Stay tuned.
Hey, Bagat! Yes! Hi, you guys! Yes!
We're talking this.
Hey, Bagat! Yes! Hi, you guys! Yes!
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the 20.
Hey, Bagat! Yes! Hi, you guys! Yes!
We're talking Nurse Nancy.
So naughty, so naughty,
Hey,
so
Bagat!
naughty,
We're talking Nurse Nancy.
so naughty, so naughty,
Hey,
so
Bagat!
naughty.
We're talking Nurse Nancy.
Nurse Nancy don't need formal night to get fancy, and you better not show up late to the shit because you know she's gonna get antsy. And it's cruise day with Anthony, Naomi, Hannah, and Eddie, the family.
And sharing that sea. So naughty, so naughty.
Hey, Bagat!
So naughty, so naughty.
Hey, Bagat! Yes!
We're talking Nurse Nancy.
And when I'm not out cruising, I like to fool
We're
around.
talking Nurse Nancy.
got dressed up for this.
I totally got dressed up for this.
So naughty, so naughty, so
Hey,
naughty,
hi, you guys!
so naughty, so naughty. so
Yeah,
naughty.
yeah. There's something fun about meeting, your people in the cruise community. It's just amazing how you feel like you're already friends, even though you've never met.
We're talking Nurse Nancy.
Okay, so yeah, the intro didn't work, so I just started playing random crap. How's my complexion look, Larry?
Oh, you're the Blue Man Group. Going with that new look.
Yeah, I like this look. Can you guys dig it? I mean, I feel like it's a thing. How you doing?
It's different, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I was wondering what's going on with that intro.
Yeah, my intro only worked for like a minute and a half. It didn't render the whole stinking daggone freaking thing. So, it is what it is. But
Well, you got to adapt, and you did it.
yeah, it is what it is. All right, I'll fix myself. I thought it would be funny just to be weird, but we don't need all that. We don't need all that. I think this is much, much better Oh, this is kind of good. Ooh, it looks 70s. All right. All right. I'll just do that. Oh, wait. No, I like the other one better. I like this one. Flashback. Give me a little bit more brightness in the mix there. Oh, God. Help me. I like it. No, I'm just going to go. No, I like it. Flashback. What's dramatic? Ooh, that's ugly. All right, flashback. Here we are. How y'all doing? Hello. Greetings, salutations, and bagak to one and all. Let me
Good to be here again.
I want to give a very, very special shout out to the one, the only, Lindy Lou. You know I've had my mind on you. I know you've been going through some hard times, and the coop is here for you, girl. We're here for you. Lindy Lou, hope you're doing well. I know you said you were tired, and hopefully you're on the mend, as they say. Linda. Luna, get down! Stop! Hold on.
Yes.
Oops.
Glad to see she's back home and hopefully doing better.
Yes.
No place to rest up than being at home, right?
Yes, indeed. I was trying to do something real quick, but my computer's being really funny. It's making all kinds of sounds. The space button isn't working.
What are you gonna do?
I did want to mention the hair pageant. Stop! You're driving me bananas, girl. The hair pageant winner. It must be shown here somewhere. See if I can do this. Hair pageant winner. Here, I have to change it. Try this again, Larry. The winner of the hair pageant for the men.
That was an easy choice. That is 1980s mullet. Let me tell you. Wow. He could have been an NHL hockey player.
Fred Federko? All right. Oh, boy. I need to fix this. I don't like my look. It's too dark.
You are a little dark. Yes, you're a little... Like you need to turn a light on.
Yeah, I'll fix that right now. I just, I get to pressing buttons, Larry.
It really. So how was the trip to Ohio?
Trip to Ohio was very good. Much enjoyed by one and all. Got to see Bird. Dare I say Big Bird. But a beautiful big bird. She is definitely on the back stretch of this baby, and it's exciting. Never hear her complain. Not once.
That's
Never.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That's unreal. So I take she's taking the pregnancy well.
Yeah, I mean, she complains, but usually it has something to do with what Garrett's doing, not her own discomfort. At least she doesn't do it around me, but as far as I'm concerned, Garrett's doing fine. She's just, he just ended up being a punching bag for her emotions. Garrett took us out to dinner.
Wow.
Yep. Fancy Italian place in Worcester, Ohio.
Fazoli's?
No, I forget what it was called. It was good. It was good.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was good.
And what did you have? You had a white sauce, I bet.
Mm-mm. Believe it or not, I don't like white sauce. Well, I don't like Alfredo. But I had cheese ravioli. Mariola's. That's what it was called.
Sounds good.
With a silent M.
And
if you know what
how
I'm
did
saying.
how did you kick off college football weekend?
Driving. I listened to the Ohio State Buckeyes whole game in the car driving to Ohio. Well, we got there in the fourth quarter, and just when we pulled in the driveway, all heck had broken loose at Mimi and Papa's house because the TV lost its internet and people were freaking out. And they're all like, Papa comes walking out the door. He didn't know we pulled in the driveway, and I hear him walk out the door. Razum, frasum, frasum. I'm like, hey, good to see you two. But I just
Gotta
put
get
it
his
on my
Buckeye
phone.
football in. Got to get that Buckeye football in.
Yeah, well, there were 2 Buckeye graduates there, so
Yeah,
3 actually. I forgot Kelly too. But
I don't know. The week 1 of college football just doesn't do much for me.
yeah.
I mean, it's exciting, but the games are so ridiculous.
The Buckeyes are playing Akron University, right? And then next week they've got Western Michigan, Doodle's alma mater, by the way. And then after that they have Marshall. So it's pretty much 3 stinkers.
That's what they do now. And those small schools, they want the games for the revenue, so they're willing to do it.
Well, we were actually supposed to play Washington this week, but since Washington joined the conference, they decided that we might be playing anyway, so whatever. But I'm representing the Browns tonight. NFL season, blah, blah, blah. Could give a crap about the Cleveland Browns. They're thieves of joy. They have broken my heart on more times than I can count. I don't even know why I'm wearing their gear. I should not represent a pile of garbage.
Oh, come on. You stick with them.
This is my prediction. The Cleveland Browns will be mediocre throughout the season. Somehow get to within a game of the playoffs, and they got to win to get in. And they'll probably be playing the Steelers or the Bungles or something like that. And they'll have the lead in the fourth quarter with a minute and a half left. And there'll be a hokey fumble or interception that the other team returns for a freaking touchdown to tie it. Then the Browns will 3 and out, and then the other team will freaking do 2 passes, get it to within field goal range, and kick the game-winning field goal with a second left. That is my prediction. You can't tell me I'm wrong because it's happened 30 times in the 46 years I've been a fan.
And Matt Bird had to correct you. It's the Bengals, not the Bungles.
It's the Bungles. So, Tweety, cheers to you indeed. Don't come at me, Matt. It's the Bungles. I like your quarterback, though.
Joe Cool.
I mean, Joe Burrows, the dude in San Diego.
Joe Cool, man.
They're the same. I think it's the same dude. I don't know how he plays for 2 teams, but he does. But I digress. Larry?
Yes.
Huge overseed project went on.
Oh, boy. How's your weather up there? First, how's your weather?
Cool.
When I went to Nashville last week, I don't know if I've ever been so hot in my entire life. It was brutal. I mean, brutal.
You said you left a round of golf?
So my assistant coach is he's in his mid-30s. And we drove down and we're playing Wednesday afternoon. And I knew it was going to be bad. We didn't know the course. We just booked it. And it was burnt to a crisp. As soon as we're driving up, I'm like, whoa. All you can see is like the greens. And so we start playing. I'm like, it was only $30. We'll just make the most of it. And I got to like number 7 and I turned to him and I said, I don't know about this. And he's like, you want to quit after 9? I'm like, I hate to put that. He goes, no. I said, I'm struggling to breathe. He goes, so am I. It's that hot. When I say there was no air movement, so we went in after 9. I walked in the clubhouse, and the girl there, she's like, our heat index is 125. there's only 6 of you on the course. I said, make it 4. We're checking out.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, so then the next day we played. So we didn't get there. That was part of the issue. We teed off at like 2:00, 2:15, right in the heart of the heat. And then the next day, and then that night, it wiped me out. Only playing 9 holes, I was wiped out. I mean, wiped out. So then the next day, we had an earlier tee time, and it was not bad. It got a little hot at the end, but much more reasonable. But it was still super hot. Then it just was, it was horrible the first 3 days, and then it was like somebody just flipped the switch. And then Sunday and Monday, it was delightful. It was like 80, 81. It was really nice. So
Wow.
anyway, it was just brutal hot. And everything down there, they obviously haven't been getting a lot of rain because it was just everything was bone dry and burnt to a crisp. So
Jimmy
this up
says-
in St. Louis is great.
Jimmy says heat indexes are for kids. Our real temp is 111 today. And then Matt Bird told him to just go dust his lawn. But
Well,
yeah, so I did
Nashville was 102 with 86% humidity.
Yeah, that's different. That's worse than his 111.
You
so
just can't breathe. You
I
just
think
literally
Justin
can't breathe.
Timberlake said it best, Jimmy, when he said, "Cry me a river." But Larry, huge overseed project.
How's it going?
I rented an core aerator, dethatcher. Dude, I did that project last Saturday, okay? I came home from Ohio. I got grass everywhere. It's fantastic. It was a success. But I was not going to take any chances. I threw another 45 pounds of seed down this afternoon just to be safe.
So it's already growing.
Dude, I came home. So a week and 2 days later, I came home. Kevin Brubaker says, last time I overseeded, Julie got pregnant. That is what we like to call.
That was.
We like to call that a thing. What do we call that? This.
Super something.
Super awesome
Where's that
comment.
button? Where's the super button?
There you go. That's a super awesome comment indeed. Brubaker also said that the White Sox the other day had 17 people in attendance for the game.
So
that is something.
Well, they're like, I think the last I looked, they were 31 and 106.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw a picture, and they're like, 3 people are here so far. And I thought it was a hoax.
Matt Bird says, I doubt you put down 40 extra pounds, Kevin.
The Cardinals, they had a series.
Super awesome comment.
They were drawing 3,500. They were out on StubHub Net. Tickets were free. 0. You could get them for no money.
Well, Larry,
that was that ridiculous.
There's something we haven't done in a while, and I feel like it's time. But yes, there was grass growing. Couple areas where I raised up dips in the dirt or in my landscape to make it more level, so it was bare dirt, completely covered in grass. It's ready to mow. It's ready to mow. But I'm waiting another day or two just to be safe. I scalped my lawn. I am so happy with the results, but this is not what I wanted, Larry.
Yeah, we're not over.
No, this isn't it. I'm just trying to find something. Here we go. I want to say hi to the peeps. Because we have Big Al Clayco in the house tonight. Gina Bird and Matt is here too. Scott McNeil, the moderator, is here, and Tess Almond is just below him in the chat. We got Wendy Johnstone. How you doing? Beverly Judka, glad to see here. Nautical, Nurse Nancy, Nurse Nancy, Nurse Nancy, Nurse Nancy. Talking to Nurse Nancy. Oh, that didn't work out. We're talking Nurse Nancy. So naughty, so naughty, so naughty. All right, who else we got in the place? Bill Leach is here tonight. He's gonna be on the Coop Cruise. When you live in Florida, we all mow all year. Thanks for the welcome. Yeah, but you mow weeds. Whatever that grass is that you have in Florida is weeds. It's some kind of weed. Mr. Z, glad to have you tonight. Who else we got? Daniel Fields in the place. I'm hoping that Nancy's right beside him. Jimmy from Sharon at Sea. It's an irony that I'm singing your name while I'm playing your theme song. Oh yeah. We've got the Francisconis in the place. I'm just kidding. They don't watch anymore, but I wanted to say hi anyway, just in case they did, because if they did, they'll say something in the No Zoom chat saying thank you for saying hi. Oh, how sweet. For the Papa Gawk Spoilage Fund. Linda Land, I can't even. Linda Land. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Linda Land. That was very generous. Very nice. You just blew up the ship show. Thank you for that. That was very sweet. And I feel like there's something else we could do here. How about this?
Please welcome Esteban, internationally acclaimed guitar virtuoso, celebrated around the globe. And today, Esteban is here to share with you the gift of guitar.
Thank you so much. That was very nice. That was very, very, very nice of you.
Yes, indeed. You know, maybe we should reach out to Sharon and Jamie, and you could take their theme song and add lyrics for their intro every week.
I know, that would be nice. Speaking of Jimmy.
Yes, he's at home all alone. Bachelor.
Yeah, look at him.
All alone.
Oh, man. Okay, enough of that. But wait, one more. Just because of Linda Land for being so sweet. One more.
Jamie from Yellowstone.
Thank you. She said that's creepy. I say that's gorgeous. Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, I leave in 3 days. How about that?
3 days on the Carnival Magic. Timothy Walters, how you doing? Robin Allison, glad to see you. I know that I definitely said hi to Tessamont. How you doing? Tessamont. Glad to have you, girl. Crazy Cat Traveler in the place. Meow. Okay. Keep them super chats coming. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. The Carnival Magic.
Yes.
York
indeed.
says you're going to love it. It's one of his favorite ships. Daniel Fields leaves Sunday, so I feel same way. Hey, rumor has it, Larry.
Yes.
Rumor has it you'll be cruising with Dewey Ski.
That is true.
You will be cruising with the Skister man himself.
The weekend cruiser. Yes, indeed.
Dewey Ski.
I don't know weekend. I don't know a weekend that he doesn't cruise though, right?
Well, that's a good
I
point.
think he cruises a lot, which is
Yeah.
good for him. That's why it's such an advantage to move to Florida and just drive to a port
Agreed.
and get those last minute deals even. But this one was a great
Tommy
one. I couldn't pass it
Casabona
up.
just left today too.
What was he on?
I don't know. It just said it's cruise day in America. I'm ready to board the ship. He likes to be sneaky like that and not tell you squat diddly doodad though. So
Well, this one I leave Saturday. I fly down Saturday. I'm staying at a different Holiday Inn that it's I think it's about 5 miles up from Bayside, but it's right on the ocean. I've never been there. I'm just going by the pictures and things I looked at.
yeah.
But it's got a really nice pool area and it's right there on the beach and it was reasonably priced. So I thought, why not give it a go? So something different. And then the ports are San Juan, which I like a lot. A lot of people I think feel like they don't, but
I like
I
San
like
Juan.
it.
I just
I
don't
like
like the stinking daggone freaking forts for crying out loud. Enough with the
Well,
forts.
Well, they're cool to go to once or twice, but after that,
Oh wow. Crazy Cat Traveler just dropped a super chat. She said, apology fund for leaving early, but she's headed to the Love and Marriage show on board Harmony of the Sea.
whoa, love
Well,
and marriage
thank
on
you.
the Harmony.
I mean, that's so
nice.
very nice of you. What's this? Oh, that's just a shirt I designed. Oh, there's another one. I forgot to order this shirt, Larry. Isn't that hot fire? It's velvet. It's freaking velvet!
George Costanza approves.
Yes, look at that. Oh my gosh, I gotta order that stat.
He would cover himself in velvet if he could.
Well, yes, he would.
So-
okay, what do I gotta do
What the hell's on my bed?
a super chat video.
We didn't get a towel laying on my
All right.
What the hell is that? What the?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, we closed the door. What is this, dude?
Sorry, I busted a nut on your bed.
Are you kidding me?
Look, it happens. I'm old.
Wait, what's this?
What you want there, Arnold, but I don't know why you need to be running 13 miles a stinking daggone freaking day. You can talk about my bags all you want, but your baggage is running.
You don't run because you have 75 pounds of bags every single time you go anywhere.
That's right. I'm into fitness.
Are you?
Yes.
You just carry bags?
Yes. Just like you're into fitting this donut in your mouth.
Okay, here we are, Romania, 2024. I see the bum. I see McGockler. I see coming. Where's the rooster?
I'm packing. I'm unpacking. Crazy Cat Traveler, thank you so much for the super chat.
Yes, especially while you're on the Harmony of the Seas. What a great ship. Have
Yeah.
a great rest of your cruise.
I was unpacking hats. I was unpacking all kinds of crap. I cannot function until I'm unpacked. But we have an update on Bromania too as well. But so you said San Juan.
San Juan, Amber Cove, and Grand Turk with 3 sea days. I never consider the first day a sea day, even though it really is.
Yeah, I don't
because
either.
you leave so
Good
late
point.
and all that. But I just
That's a
never
good
really
point.
consider that a sea day. But it really, I guess it is. But I never consider it that. So I look upon it. The first 2 days are sea days. I love the first day to be one, and then the last one. So that's fine by me. I've never been to Grand Turk. I've never been to Amber Cove. I've been watching a lot of vlogs on them.
I've never been to Amber Cove. I've been to Grand Turk. No, I haven't been to. No, I haven't been to Grand Turk. Jimmy wants to know if this is Larry's first solo cruise.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. So, in that regard, I did something I never do.
What's that?
Never do.
You didn't get the drink package.
No,
No, not that.
that was funny.
Okay, you never.
Well,
do.
Here was the great thing about the drink package.
I love how you laughed at that. So
it was half price.
Yeah. Oh, you got internet.
I got the internet. I got the premium internet, which
good call, Tess.
I got to say that is my question. What is the difference between them? What's the
Okay,
difference
so
between
regular internet, you can like get texts and send texts on occasion, maybe a picture if you're lucky. But the good internet, you can like send messages like with pictures and stuff and post to Facebook. Good luck.
They had a good, better, best, and I'm looking at it, and it's like from the good to the best. It's like for the week, $25.
Yeah,
it's
get
like,
the best.
Why wouldn't you get the best one? But
yeah, you
I got it. I
want
to post
heartache
a lot
and pain because the regular is just infuriatingly slow, unbelievably glitchy, more glitchy than the premium.
Well, so I did that. When I first started cruising, there was no such thing as internet. There was no cell phones. So literally, you went on a cruise. There was no newspapers. There was no nothing. It just escaped from reality. I owned a business at the time, and I loved it. I loved that there was no way I could be contacted. There was no way I could be told a problem. And I just love that fact of it, and I just have kind of always stuck to it. But
good call,
being by myself, I just want to try to put a bunch of different things out there to everybody and kind of share
Yeah,
what it's
you're
like
good
to
at
cruise
that.
by myself. Cruise, what it's like to cruise by yourself. And
you're good.
Jimmy kept saying, "Oh, you'll go have a bourbon. Next thing you know, you'll have a group of 12 people around you." And I said, "No, that's what would happen if you did. If you went to like the Alchemy bar, you'd have a great."
I feel like Larry, you will have that. But okay,
Well,
let me ask a question.
Yeah.
It's not so much a question. I always love turning off my phone and being completely unplugged. I missed that. Good call, Robin Allison. It's not a question, but it kind of is. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Picture this. I don't care whether it's a port day or a sea day. And I don't care what your dining time is. But at 5:30 p.m., I feel like every day of that cruise, there is a very good possibility that if you are looking for the bum, you could find the bum at the Atrium Bar. Am I right or am I wrong?
5:30 Central Time.
No.
I'm gonna say 6:30.
What are you doing 5:30? Okay, half an hour before your dining time, you'll be at the Atrium Bar.
Oh, that's a given.
Okay.
That's a given. Yeah.
All right. There's going to be a lot of
yeah.
semen on your cruise, says Kevin Brubaker.
Very well could be. You never know. Yes, I always go to the Atrium Bar. First of all, so it's a great place. So again, I like to be the gentleman. I shower, get dressed, I get out of the room.
Yes.
Let Melissa have the whole thing to herself. And
plus you get a drink out of the deal.
There you go. Hey, that's kind of our little secret.
Yeah.
But on Norwegian, I would go to the humidor. I mean, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And there is a bar outside, but on the Carnival, yes, I love the Atrium Bar. On Royal, it's usually the Schooner Bar for whatever reason.
Yeah, I like the Schooner Bar.
The Schooner Bar, or it used to be the Diamond Lounge, but that's like kind of a waste now. But I like the Schooner Bar. But the Carnival, something about the Atrium Bar on the Carnival ships, it is definitely my favorite place.
I had a really good time on the Alaska cruise at the Atrium Bar with you.
Yeah. And they'll have music playing, and it's just it's just a good vibe. I just really like it. And my tip: never ever walk into the dining room empty-handed.
Exactly.
You never know how long it's going to take.
Listen,
to get that first beverage.
Larry, you're so right. This is the kind of stuff. This is the hard-hitting information that the cruise community needs, for real. Because lately, I've noticed, especially on Carnival, the servers look at you as if you have two heads or two belly buttons or one nipple when you say, "Can I get a cocktail with my dinner?" Like, you would think that it is the most outrageous request. And when you order a drink, a lot of times it could take 25 minutes, Larry. That is the pro-tippiest of tips.
Yeah.
Don't enter the main dining room empty-handed.
If you want a drink with dinner. Even if it's a glass of wine that you want, I suggest you walk in because the atrium bar is usually right there on your way and you'll get service so much faster. And now, granted, if you're going to go in with like a martini, maybe you don't want to get it in a martini glass, but it's kind of odd that some of the ships I found, like when we were just on Norwegian, your waiter and assistant waiter would take your drink orders. Anybody would. But on some ships, they have just
the
drink
assistant.
waiters.
Yeah.
Or just a drink waiter that comes around asking.
That's on
and
Royal.
sometimes
Yeah.
they'll never even come to your table.
Yeah.
So it's like just kind of bizarre. But
so
yes,
So
I will
said
frequent.
Princess got rid of the cigar lounge with an arcade during the last Regal cruise. That's an outrage.
Royal got rid of all of theirs. Every one of theirs now that they're designated areas outside.
Nancy says the drinks aren't as good in the MDR either.
Well, it depends on what you're ordering. If you order a beer or wine is beer or wine. But I think sometimes if you get some type of a mixed drink, it might take so long to get to you that it's already kind of watered down.
Jamie Asmus says on the icon they had our drinks already on the table.
They were, but okay. I am not arguing with him, but before I went on that cruise, I predicted we would get the absolute best service of all time because they were going to put the best of the best on that ship, and they were. Our waitress and the wait she was waitress and the assistant waitress, they were phenomenal. They were like just you hated to say goodbye to them. They were just great. Everything about that ship was great. But yes, he is absolutely right. And I think sometimes the first night you get there, you kind of, especially if you have the same table. Now, if you have my time dining, you have different tables all the time. You can't really do this. But if you have the same table and you go to your waiter and give him $20 and say, getting drinks is the most important thing to us when we sit down. That it's not about how fast we can get our shrimp cocktail, but to get drinks right away. And I think
ain't nobody in a rush to get the Carnival shrimp cocktail. Let's just be honest. If
I
you
had to
are,
drink
then
that.
you need a culinary class. Debbie Shafgans is leaving on Monday for London. She's going on a cruise. Where is she going? I don't know where it went. Debbie, she says heading to London on Monday for a few days prior to board the Regal Princess for a 12-day British Isle cruise. I'll be sporting my bagak hat. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, and thank you for wearing the bagak hat. I've seen far too many people who own bagak hats cruising without their bagak hat. This will not stand. And let me tell you something else. If you're coming on the Coop Cruise and you don't have a bagak hat or a ship show bucket hat, pin hat on embarkation day, there will be punishments that will be witnessed by the group at the first meet and greet event on board. You will be punished. And it will be filmed. So if you don't have your ship show bucket hat and you're a Coop Cruise participant, you better get it. And don't try and tell me you forgot it. That's what everybody says. That's like my employees. I'm used to it. Oh, it's a Monday. Oh, yeah, I got a flat tire on a Monday. Never got one on a Wednesday, Thursday. Only on a Monday or a Friday.
Never get them on a payday either.
Yeah, don't try and tell me you forgot it. It's the Coop Cruise. How could you forget the Coop hat?
I mean, that's a really good point because I have to say this. When Melissa and I were like two of the later people to get on that Alaska cruise, and we both had ours on. And when we walked up, that was a weird thing that you dropped your bags off right when you were going to get into the ship area. But
Yeah.
they right away, guys, like, oh boy, we got two more of the redheads coming.
Jimmy says, "What if your hat is blue?" I'll
Yeah, I
tell you, if
was
your hat
gonna
is
bring that
blue,
up.
you're wrong. That's what if. Your hat is blue, it ain't right. You just have to be Mr. Contrarian. It doesn't
I
work.
don't understand why you have to have all that attention on you to have yours as the only
I gotta
blue
have
one.
a blue one. Yeah. Hey, great question for you, Larry.
Yes.
Beverly Judka wants to know, what is your one favorite thing to do on a cruise, and what is your biggest pet peeve? We'll both answer.
Okay, that's the pet peeve is so easy. And I'm not saying this to offend anybody. I actually have
You
two.
cannot, Daniel Fields.
I have two that really I don't know why, but it really turns me off when people are going through the line at the buffet and they're shoving their face as they're still getting food. As they're eating over getting, it just grosses me out. It's like, are you really that hungry that you can't wait 30 more seconds to sit down at a table and start eating, then that you have to eat as you're walking around getting more food? That and bare feet in the windjammer. It grosses me out. I coach hockey, and it's just like I don't allow players to go in the shower without flip flops on. It's just gross to me. Those are my pet peeves. So I don't have many. I really, really don't.
Super chat.
I'm gonna still go. My favorite thing. I will say this, even though some of the newer ships are not as conducive to it, but my favorite part of the cruise is still sail away. It's just it says I'm here. I'm on vacation.
Lots of people agree with your pet peeve.
I just love to sail away. Especially I love out of Fort Lauderdale when you go by that house that has the flow rider and the great condos that stretch down Miami where you go down that straightaway is just so awesome. And I just love the feeling you sail away and every like 5 minutes you look back and you're freaking out about how far you've already gone. And it just says to me I'm on vacation for a week or however long. But sail away is still one of my favorite things about cruising.
So for me, on the group cruises, sail away is definitely up there on the list. If it's not a group cruise, I could care less. I've heard enough wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, and the electric slide and the Macarena, and some cruise director, are y'all having fun? Yeah, I can't hear you. I said, are y'all having fun? Yeah. Oh, we could do better than that. Yeah. Ain't got time for that. But
see, none of the new
cruises,
ones, the new ones
like
don't have that. The new ones don't have it because everything's so spread out. So you kind of find your favorite spot, like on the Icon, the very back of the ship, or the Prima, the very back of the ship with the bar.
I'm talking about the sail away party.
Yeah, I get that part, but if it's still one of your first cruises, that's kind of a cool thing to get everybody all fired up in that. But just leaving port, sailing away, leaving port, and it's unbelievable. I've sailed 45 times, and every single time I'll be like, I think we're moving. I think we're moving. I think we're going. It's just something about the excitement.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even realize you're moving. But
yeah, but I'm like, I think we're moving, and you'd be like, look, we are. So that's just one of my favorite things. I have a lot of favorite things about cruising, but those just stand out. The pet peeves things, I really don't have very many. I really, really don't.
I'm gonna start with my pet peeve.
Let me get a new list.
Larry.
Oh boy, we had to go to the rant.
Here's my problem.
All right.
There are two just like you, but my biggest pet peeve is people who are completely unaware of how they are affecting other people on the ship by being oblivious. And what I mean by that is people who will get to the top of the staircase about 3 steps up and just stop.
Hit the brakes.
And, take a phone call or do something like that. Or you'll be walking down a narrow hallway and they'll just be like, just slowly, listen, I realize it's your vacation, but I will never inconvenience someone else in any way. I'm always aware of my surroundings. Okay? I don't like it. It's a big thing. And it ties into lines, right? Like, I'm not saying like I'm in a big hurry, but I can't stand when people just jump right in. They've started walking down the hall and... Oh, for heaven's sakes. Seriously! Okay, I'll get it for you. Hey, Gina, Matt, could one of you send us your address? My daughter needs your address for something. You threw me off, Caitlin. I was knee deep in a rooster rant. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, okay. Well, everybody say hi, happy birthday to Caitlin.
Happy birthday.
Oh, look at you. My pet peeve when the ship is not fully stocked. What do you mean you ran out of whiskey? Yeah, that would be a pet peeve.
Oh, they always have Jack Daniels.
Yeah, any minute now, Caitlin. She's going to be a mama about, what, 3 weeks? 3.5 weeks? So, yep. And by the way, I thought I had gotten my implant cap back in, but I didn't. It just managed to wedge itself in there. Last night I slept an hour and a half because it hurt so bad. I should have gone to your office because I just got a text from Scott McNeil asking if I was going to have a show tonight. That's weird. I think I'm getting all my messages at once. But I just coincidentally happened to have a dentist appointment today to get the final check for my so they could put the tooth in. And I went in today and I'm like, yeah, my daughter said she'd fix it for me, but I think I got it in. It feels like it's pretty tight. And then he goes in there and touches it and it falls right out. He goes, no, you didn't have it in. And apparently like food and stuff got under there. It was starting to get infected. And so I went in for like a whole procedure, or I went in just for like a 5-minute consultation and ended up getting put in a chair and they're irrigating stuff. They had to put a different size, whatever, abutment in there. But I did get the all clear to get the tooth installed. And considering that my dentist is also a golf buddy, I feel like that can be expedited. So, but Bert, I'm going to let you go. I love you. Tell Garrett I said bagak, and I don't see him in the chat. He's way too quiet.
He wasn't, like, right off the bat, I saw him.
Oh, okay. A peck's off a turd? All right. Ticks off of Ferb. Okay, their cat has ticks. All right. Bird. You said ticks off of Ferb. I know. Oh, did I say cat? All right. Love you. Goodbye. Everybody say goodbye to Mama Clayco. Or
Goodbye.
Mama Smiths.
Goodbye.
And what shouldn't they take? What did I say to you every morning when you got out of the car? Okay, you blew it, but whatever. Don't take any wooden nickels, but yes. All right. That's why you don't chew on Malorganite. Good point. Maybe some of us are just quiet people. Kevin Counts, good call. Some of us are quiet people. Not me. No one's ever accused me of that. All right, love you, Bird. I couldn't get to my point the way I wanted to. I just get very frustrated when people are so oblivious to their environment that they're affecting other people with whatever it is they're doing, whether they're being slow or whether they're being rude to someone else or whether they're asking ridiculous questions at guest services that are tying up the line. I just don't. That's a big pet peeve of mine. The other one is the way people behave at guest services. Like,
well,
just complaining.
But that's everywhere. That's just not on a
I know,
cruise ship.
but it's
and they think that the more they
scream,
the more obnoxious that they are,
okay,
the more they'll
You're
get.
right. Here's my other pet peeve. Freaking luggage mats! Who freaking needs that stuff in their life? Nobody needs a luggage mat. The luggage mats needs to go. And another pet peeve. The shrimp cocktails on Carnival. That's not a shrimp cocktail. That is a shrimp sampler. That is a salad topping in a bowl. That is something you would feed to chum up the waters when you're shark fishing. Okay? But my favorite thing about cruising, Larry.
Yes.
Truly is the friends that we've made doing it.
Well, yes, but what happens if you go on a cruise where
there's
don't
no
know
friends?
anyone,
Okay,
and there's no friends.
All
So
right, I can answer that.
I see what you're saying, but I think
That's a
the
good
question
point.
was more of,
I think that's right.
No matter what the situation of the cruise and the ship you're on,
My dad
what's
says
your
10%.
What's one of your favorite things?
Yeah. So one of my favorite things is like midway through the cruise when you figured everything all out, right? And you know the layout of the ship and you know where everything is, and you find that one spot, whatever it may be. It always speaks to you, you know, in the morning. You know, you get up, you get your coffee, and you find that one spot on board. Every ship's different, where you can just sit down, chill, and take stock of what's going on. I've done that even on Bromania by myself.
You know, the funny part of that is so many times when I've gotten on a new ship and you're first walking around, you'll be like, oh, I can see myself spending a lot of time here.
Yeah.
And then you never go back.
My favorite thing is BBJ's. Party on the Sea says hello. Party on the Sea. How you doing? We got Party on the Sea in the place. We got TX Pepito. We got TX Pepito. I cannot forget my homeboy Kevin Counts. He's a quiet mother clucker. That's right, a quiet mother clucker. He's probably sailing on Regent right now. Drinking himself a spotted cow. Okay, enough. He's probably
I forgot who you said
caramel macchiato.
Who did you say was headed to London?
The werewolf. Oh, Debbie Shafgans.
Okay.
Carla Ricci, how are you? Oh, she answered the question with her comment. I'm in the hospital with pneumonia.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that. Glad we could be a beacon of enjoyment in the hospital.
Yes. I've been in the hospital with pneumonia before. It's not fun.
Beverly
It's
Jidka,
never-
I don't feel like I answered that well, but I really think the real, like when it comes to cruising, there were lots of things cruise specific if I was just by myself, but I really, if I had to narrow it down, the one thing I never expected to get from cruising was the amount of friends that I got. So
Yes.
I guess that's my answer. Jamie wants to know, so what? There is no Menti code?
Has he been hitting the sauce tonight? He's by himself. I think he's
He
had a
is
few.
a bachelor.
I think he's had a few. I no, we need to put one together. We need to put one together.
I like
need to
caramel
find-
macchiato, but I'm on the couch at home right now. I was last because I was listening to my new headphone amp. Kevin Counts, not even a little bit surprised about that. Larry!
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you this.
Well, okay, I'm ready. I'm all
This
ears.
is a complete subject change.
Figured that.
We're going to talk some golf.
Oh boy.
Larry, do you remember how much I told you I loved that Ping driver?
Yes.
And do you remember then I got fitted and that TaylorMade, they said I hit it further, but every time I hit it, it went right?
I don't remember that detail, but go on.
Okay. Well, when I got fitted at the club, they let me try Mizuno, TaylorMade, and Callaway, and some other brand that wasn't Titleist. Okay? I tried all these different clubs, but I was swinging so incredibly bad that York was in the background laughing because every other shot was hitting the trees and going, you know, bouncing, you know, he's over there. Bah! So, I still have the Coupe de Ville. Stella's driving it right now through the neighborhood, I believe. Still got it. I told the pro I don't want to make a decision because I swung so bad that day. So then Ping came in. When I hit Ping, I'm like, okay, or no, it was TaylorMade. I said, this is my club. But they didn't have the shaft at the club for me to demo just to make sure. And I wasn't going to buy it blind. So I just said, screw it. I'm not buying a club. But lo and behold, Kelly doesn't know this.
She still won't know because she doesn't watch the show.
Right. Well, she'll know when the bill comes. But I did pay for it today in the app. But Titleist came to town last Wednesday before the show. And I got a free fitting with Titleist, right? Have you ever hit a Titleist driver?
No.
Me neither. And I figured, whatever. Let me tell you something, Larry. They had me hit 20 balls with my current driver, which is a Callaway Epic Max. Okay?
Yes.
Average carry, 205. Total distance, 221. Okay?
Okay.
Over the course of 20 shots. So then they had me hit this other club. Average carry, 221. Total distance, 234. Something like that. Okay? I hit 20 balls with that club. He's like, there you go, man. That's freaking 20 yards, man. You got to be happy with that. I'm like, yeah. That's great. What else you got? And he was like, what, you're not happy with that? I'm like, well, listen, dude, I've been hitting lots of demos throughout the year. I mean, you can't impress me that easily. He goes, well, most people get tired at this point. Well, the club pro looks over at the guy and says, he won't get tired. dude, I hit 300, 400 balls a night, right? Like, I'm not going to get, he goes, well, usually your numbers start to go down at this point. You're not going to, I'll know right away. I'm like, okay. What else you got? So if he sets me up with another club, dude, I am not kidding. After he tweaked it about 5 times, total carry, 237, total distance, 258.
Whoa.
258. So I gained 35 yards. Dude, that is the difference between a 7-iron and a pitching wedge on my approach. Guess what?
You bought it.
I bought it. I bought that son of a gun. So
I had a feeling.
Stroking balls and shafts is what this chat is all about, says Nautical Nurse Nancy. Larry, I thought you'd appreciate that. That's impressive. I couldn't believe it.
Now you got to just take it to the course.
Well, okay. That being said,
okay,
I've dropped my handicap 1.5 points in the last week. On Sunday, front 9, Spring Lake, I shot 3 over par. Back 9, shot 5 over. 83. Friday, 83. And then the round before that was an 86. I'm on a roll, Larry.
Very good.
Tomorrow's league, and guess what? It's playoffs. We're in first place. And if I play as good as I did this weekend, they're going down! We don't win anything. But we get our name on a plaque. But,
well, that means a lot. It'll be there forever. Your name on a plaque will be there forever.
But I don't know if I told you privately, but I definitely had an aha moment at the range a couple weeks ago, right after the golf trip. And that aha moment has brought itself onto the course with me. York and Bunta will both tell you. It's been a lot of fun, my friend. But I digress. I won't talk any more golf here. What I want to talk about is the Ship Show Coop Cruise app.
Before you go on to that, you kind of reminded me of a story that I should probably tell.
Okay, what's that?
So, you've been around me enough. And people that have gone on group cruise, I'm pretty mellow. I don't get too fired up, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Go with the flow. Don't get too upset.
Yeah.
So
Daniel Fields, keep that in mind.
We're in Nashville. So, granted, I have a new team. I have never coached one single kid that's on this team. As a matter of fact, I have a brand horse on the team. How about that?
Oh, wow. That's awesome. No relation?
It is.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I am not.
They're related?
It's his nephew's son.
You've got to be kidding me. That's amazing.
Yes. Larry Brandhorst, nephew's son is on my team. So we go to Nashville. We'd already had a couple games. We won them. I really liked everything about us. My assistant coach is a younger guy, and he's just like, they're just like super intimidated by you. Like, and I had never yelled, just like had parent meetings, and then everybody's like, it's going great. So we get to Nashville. We win our first game. We play the Nashville Junior Predators. They were very good, and we tied them.
Okay.
Which I walked out of there
like. How does the tie work? Is that like after the periods you do is it just a tie, or is there
tournaments? In tournaments, it's usually just a tie.
Okay.
There's no overtime. There's no shootout. So we
Spelling
then go
brought to you by vodka, says Linda Land. Well played.
So we go to the third game. We win. We're in the championship game. We play the same Predators team that we tied earlier, and so they're ready. I'm giving a great speech before the game, and we lose, and we lose bad. And for whatever reason, this Predator team was just like way, way better this game than they were the first time we played them. And I wouldn't have been upset about it, but during the game, later in the game, I've got kids that are talking about they were not talking about the game, and they're kind of laughing and chuckling, and
Yep.
we're losing bad. So I was getting pissed. I
Don't
was
call
getting
it
really
the John Daniel Fields, okay?
I was getting mad. So
Good night, Big Al.
the game's over, and the tournament director's like, here's your second place medals.
Larry, just so you know, we put Big Al to sleep talking about hockey.
Well, my story is just coming to a good point. So he hands me these medals. I go right off the ice. I got like steam coming out my ears.
I can imagine. And
I
I
walk in the
appreciate
locker
that
room.
bothers you.
And I walk in the locker room. The first thing I did is I said, does anybody want one of these damn medals? And they could tell I was pissed. And you could hear about 4 kids give a little bit of no. And I took them and I threw them as hard as I could in the trash can. And then I went off on the kids for yucking it up and talking about non-hockey things in a game we're losing so bad. And I said, this ever happens again, I catch you talking about non-hockey and you're yucking it up when I'm embarrassed to walk out of this locker room, you won't play the next game. So we get in the car and we're driving, and I get over things fairly easy. Well, the very next night we have practice. So this was our last game was Monday, so this was last night. Last night we had practice, and it was early. I get to the rink, and my assistant said, "Hey, I pulled the one kid aside. He's got a medal."
Oh,
I said,
no.
"What?" I said, "What?"
He got in the trash?
I said, he's like, "Somebody got in the trash."
Don't tell me it was the Brandhorst.
Somebody got in the trash and was handing them out. So at this point, I'm laughing. And I said, okay, we're going to have some fun with them now.
Oh, Daniel Field says if you catch him yucking it up, make them wear the medals in practice.
Yeah. So I get them all together. And I said to my assistant, you got to try to keep a straight face. So I knew I was going to have a hard time. So I get them all together. And I said, hey, I just want to let you know that I don't hold a grudge and I get over things. But we got outside of Nashville. We were about an hour outside of Nashville. And Tyler saw us finally coming down. He goes, hey, man, I feel bad. I think we should drive back to Nashville and get the kids their medals out of the trash. And I said, I'll kill you. I said, I swear to God, you go back there and you get those medals out of the trash can. I will absolutely skin you alive. I will be so pissed off. And with that, I see kids with their eyeballs like, oh crap, we're in trouble.
But you had planned all that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was fabulous.
And right away, the one kid's like, I didn't take one. I swear to God, I didn't take one.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And I'm like, I apologize. I probably shouldn't have done that. And the one kid's like, I came out. And my dad said, hey, where's your medal? And he's like, Coach bumped through it in the trash.
His dad was probably like, yes.
His dad started laughing. I was thinking I was going to be in more trouble with some of the moms. But it's like,
listen, I'm all for that, Larry. Kudos to you.
Well, I probably shouldn't have done it. But listen, like I said, I said to him then,
it's
I
hockey. It's hockey.
If we just would have lost, I'd have lived with it because the team was a whole lot better than we were, especially that day.
Jose Larry's here.
And so one of the kids said, "Have you ever seen the movie Miracle?" I said, Of course I have. They're playing like Sweden in Sweden, and they're not doing well. And the coach hears them talking about blondes in the stands, and that's when he had them say after the game and just skated and skated and skated. They turned the lights off in the building to try to get him to leave, and he wouldn't leave. And so well, I'm not quite Herb Brooks, but I thought it was kind of clever that I came up with that story to put a little fear in them. And I just couldn't stop laughing.
Well, you definitely, I know you, and I get it, but if I didn't, you kind of have an effect, especially when you're in coach mode, where, I think that's absolutely required, especially from a hockey coach. But Larry, Jimmy has a question.
All right. All right, Jimmy.
He wants to know, is Larry bringing dark shorts or off-white shorts on this cruise?
Well, first of all, I don't have an issue wearing light-colored shorts when I cruise. I know some other people I know have had an issue or two, but I typically don't have that. That's not typically a problem for me. But I have a range.
Kevin Brubaker is bringing his brown shorts.
Actually, I've just realized every time I go on a cruise, I overpack, especially when it comes to like shorts. Because how many times you gonna wear shorts on a cruise? It's like you just don't do it that much. You're in your swimsuit, or I guess if it's a port day and you're doing things, but all you need is about 3 or 4 pair. Probably not even that many.
I'm laughing at you like when I said you're not getting the drink package. I pack at least 12 pairs of shorts.
12?
At least 12 pairs of pants. Probably 25 shirts.
Wait a minute. Well, pants and shorts are 2 different things.
But I pack... Listen, I don't pack for the day. I pack
you
for
dress
the moment.
by mood. You dress by mood.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm
George
like, what do I
Costanza.
feel like today?
Autumn mist.
Yeah, I feel a little bit saucy, chic. Okay, I know what to wear today. Now, if I pack 3 pairs of shorts, I'd be limited, and you know what? I'd be depressed. But I digress. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Larry only needs Speedos for his Lido time. That's for sure. I guarantee Jimmy is having a heart attack right now. Jimmy, confirm yes or no in the chat.
Over.
I can't say.
Over the off-white shorts.
Yes. So here's the thing. And I don't want to overlook this because I want to bring this up. There is an app for the Ship Show cruise that I have. Dude, Larry, I'm not kidding you. Over the last 3 nights, I've spent at least 6 hours a night messing with, because it's so fun, right? I'm a nerd like that. But there's something that is driving me bananas. And I've discovered the beauty of ChatGPT when it comes to code, writing code. Larry, I know that's not something you know anything. Someone should take Trapper Keeper shorts. TX Pepito, I was actually working on that idea with a shirt. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, somebody dropped it on Facebook. They were already selling those. But I'm reaching out, and I'm going to make a post in the Ship Show tomorrow, too. I'm reaching out to anyone who legitimately understands and knows coding. I need some help with something specific with the app, and I'll tell you why. In the Larry, I know you're a member of the app, right?
Yes. Yeah, I signed up.
I don't know if you navigated around or at all, but there are chat
I
features.
thought you said to hold off. I thought you said you were.
You can do
doing
whatever
stuff.
you want within the app. You won't change anything, but you can actually, if you have internet, you can chat with others directly within our app. That's a fact. And you can create lists and groups and all that stuff. There's a ship map, like an interactive ship map, in case you need it. I know Carnival has all that, but this is Coop Cruise specific. The schedule of events is okay. Daniel Fields, though, you might be able to help here, but I'll tell you, the Party on the Sea, the app, it hasn't been released to the public yet because we're still working on things. But the ship map is within the app, and all of these things are going to be available offline, except for the chat feature. What are you laughing about? Did you see the chat?
I asked a question.
Okay.
I asked a question that was answered by our friend.
Okay, so here's the thing. The thing that's really irritating me is that I have successfully coded the agenda, right? So that You can scroll across the screen by date, or it'll do it for you automatically. So let's say it's February 28th, right? And you go to the agenda, the Coop calendar, as I call it within the app. You know that's good.
Very cool.
The things that are listed on that day are what are happening on that particular day, right? So on February 28th, the only thing that's happening is the meet and greet, but that's in there. And there's a card that is shown. And when you click the card, even more details come up, including a picture of the event. And every single event that we've come up with so far for the Coop Cruise has a picture thumbnail that is associated with that event, right? Like Coffee Morning Joe with Larry, Rita's with Rita, right? All the different events, the 70s Formula Night, all of those have things. So the one thing I'm struggling with is that ChatGPT keeps giving me code suggestions to make that picture show up within the card on the app. But for whatever reason, it keeps showing a broken image. And ChatGPT keeps telling me that the reason is because the path is wrong. If the path was wrong, it wouldn't be showing up in the detail view. I need someone who knows coding. If there's anyone who does that legitimately knows coding and would like to talk to me, I would pay for that. Kevin Count says, John does more in one day than I do in a whole week. I need help with coding. Anthony, oh, that's right. Anthony Plack might be able to help with this. Now, granted, it could be a restriction within the app, but I feel like I could write my own code to develop the app. I feel like I could steal the necessary code that I want from what I have existing and create a separate page within the app, pasting that. Anyway, if anybody knows code, let me know, because I want the app to look the way I want to see it, because I know what's best for the Coop, and that is what is best for the Coop. But there's all kinds of cool stuff in there. There's polls. There's there's going to be a section in there where you can just upload your pictures, right? And those pictures will save to my home storage device, so that when I do something with it, like a montage video, I'll have it all. You could just go right within the app and click photo stream, right? So you'll upload your photos, and then anybody who's on the cruise who has the internet package can say, oh, what photos do we have? And they can just go to that spot and it'll play the photos for you, right? If you don't have the internet, that's fine too, but you'll still have the itinerary and you'll still have the ship map and all the other stuff if you need it. So you have to host the file pic somewhere. It loads for you because it's a local file. That's correct, TX Pepito. But I have the photos stored within the app, and it's associated to a specific field type in the data source. The data source references that field type in the detail view, but in the summary view, it still references it, but it doesn't show it. It shows it as thumbnail image. And I'm giving it the same parameters within the code in the list view. If you know code, reach out to me. And if you're willing to spend a half an hour listening to me babble on about nonsensical code stuff, I would appreciate it. I can use the help.
We just did for 15 minutes.
Kevin Brubaker says, upload photos. I foresee a bunch of Richard pics in the evenings. By the way, true story, Larry.
Okay.
I don't know if you're a member of the Facebook group. I mean, I do. But I posted those photos, right, of Caitlin and I. You know, she was,
yes.
You know, I said baby on board. She was in her bikini, right?
Yes.
And I saved those photos and I tried to send them to my sister. My iPhone said to me, "Are you sure you want to send these photos? They seem to be sensitive in nature." And I said, "Yes, I'm quite sure I want to send these photos." And then I got another message that said, "You really need to think about this because this could make some people feel unsafe." I'm not kidding. It was a picture of me and my daughter. She's pregnant. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
I don't even know if she got the photos, honestly, because she never responded. Either that or she's just a jerk. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But, come on. TX Pepito said, will do. Okay. Pepito, if you could help me, I would kiss your ass in a crowd. Jamie says, remember, no photos after 10 p.m.
All right. Well,
And
I
listen,
think
Pepito,
it will
I've
be cool.
tried all the options. I've tried to set the code to reference the URL of the image within a separate column of the data source. I've tried to save it in a folder and direct it to that folder with the file name in the proper the squigglies. Doesn't work. It works in the preview or in the detail view. It will not work in the list view. And the app host is saying it's not an option. There's no such thing as not an option when it comes to code. We can crack it. So anybody wants to help, I would appreciate it. Enough on that. Larry, a couple other things about the Coop Cruise.
Yes.
We are developing within the app a Menti code generator that you can go in the Coop Cruise app, and only people who attended the Coop Cruise can get the Menti code to play this or that moving forward.
Whoa.
I'm totally kidding. No, there's no Menti code, Linda Land. Okay? I got off work. I had a dentist appointment. And I went to the range for 3.5 hours. Worked on my short K. Okay? There's no this or that. Larry.
Yes.
My goal is the next time I golf with you to be under 10. And now I'm almost at 14. I was at 16.9 a week ago. I've been playing so well lately. I really want to keep it up, so I don't care how much it takes. I'll work just as hard at my golf game as I will on this coding. Good night, Timothy Walters. Hey, you had your surgery. How did it go? Please, before you go, let me know. If I missed it, I'm sorry, but hopefully everything went well. I know you had some surgery done. But anyway. Carnival Magic, you leave when?
I leave on Sunday. I actually fly down Saturday, of course. Have a nice early direct flight. Get to Miami around 12:30, something like that.
Timothy says it went well. Good.
So, of course, I know I bring a backpack. I bring stuff in that in case I can't check right into a room, that I can just hold my bag and head right out to the pool or beach and have at it. So
that reminds me. Today on Facebook, do you follow John Heald at all, Larry?
Yes, a lot.
Did you notice his post today where he was talking about why are so many people in a rush to get to their room? He made a post today. Why are people in so much of a rush? And he gave he had people answer. And so many people answered so I can get rid of my luggage.
Because they don't check it. They carry their luggage on now.
I get it. I like to get to my room too so I can unpack. But don't say it's because you want to get rid of your luggage. You could check your luggage.
Well, they want their luggage so they can keep their luggage so they can go right to the room and unpack right away.
Tess, maybe he's an idiot sometimes, but I mean, seriously. The thing about Heald is that he's a genius. And what he's saying isn't always what he means. He was trying to say that all you people rushing to your room maybe should reconsider what you consider a carry-on bag. He wasn't trying to say, why are you in a rush to be in your room? He was trying to say, we're sick and tired of you guys overwhelming our cabin stewards, and there should be no rush to get to the room until the time that we say, because people like me go to my room to get my sail and sign card, and only my sail and sign card.
Okay, I do. That is one thing I do like to have. Because
okay, then don't have a carry-on test. Don't have anything.
On the Prima, this last one, they gave you your cards right when you were checking in. So
yeah,
you got
I like
on the
that.
ship with your card. The old days, they would just have like these files and they would literally flip through and have them alphabetized. And so it didn't take long to get them and they'd hand them right to you. It just, I don't know. It just seems like I do like to have my card right away, but I'm not in ever that big of a rush to go to the room. There's been times, I mean, I've learned whatever you want to do on day one, have it in your backpack, have it be prepared. If you just want to explore, then you don't even probably need that much. But like if you want to go to a pool, I have a swimsuit.
Yeah, I don't care.
I have all that ready. And there's been times I remember this would have been like about 2 years ago. We were on the Symphony, and all of a sudden it was about 3:30, and I'm like, hey, maybe we should go to our cabin, see if our luggage is there. And
yeah, I get that. But I mean, listen, there's two things I do, and I think Pepito can agree with me. I go to my room to see if the toilet paper is over or under and grab my C-Pass card or sail and sign. But here's my problem with this. Don't tell me that your issue is with the carry-on. I don't get that. Listen, if you have to carry wine and beverages, okay, fine. That was your choice to bring wine and beverages. And if you have to get to your cabin to offload the wine and beverages, then it's not a carry-on. I get it. But listen, not a single person in this chat. You know what? I'm going to do it again. Here we go. Nope, it's not that. Let me prove to you why that argument holds no ground with me. Very quickly, I'm going to try. Nope, it's this one.
What you want there, Arnold, but I don't know why you need to be running 13 miles a stinking daggone freaking day. You can talk about my bags all you want, but your baggage is running.
You don't run because you have 75 pounds of bags every single time you go anywhere.
That's right. I'm into fitness.
I have 75 pounds. I'm not kidding.
Like
Larry, you felt my bag. How much does that thing weigh?
Which bag?
My camera bag, my carry-on.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah. Do you hear me complain about it? No. Do I need to get my cabin for that? No. I have one reason to get to my cabin, because I don't like to show a piece of paper. I would rather just seem like the guy who's got it all together, who has his C-Pass card before everybody else.
That I do. Yes, I agree with you on that. I'm
get in your cabin when they tell you 1 o'clock.
So excited to be on board. It's just getting to the cabin right away just is like, I guess the only time I've gone there kind of quickly or earlier is if it's
an emergent
if the weather's not
situation.
Great. If the weather's not great, it's raining, you've eaten. I don't know.
Wait,
it is.
Kevin
I will
Rubik
say
here
this.
just said this. Timestamp. Mark it down. John just said, Larry, you felt my bag, right?
Yeah. More than once. It's just not that big a deal. I will say this. There have been cruises that I've had like a really good time on embarkation. And when I have unpacked, I've already had a few. And when that happens, I search for stuff the whole week.
Right. That's exactly why you couldn't find me in this video.
I can't find stuff.
Okay,
it's
here
like,
we are,
so
Romania.
I do like, unpacking when I'm clear thinking. So I have a plan to where I'm putting everything. Now this one, it's like, yeah.
That's exactly why you were asking where's the rooster in that video that I just played. That's exactly why. Who shows paper? I give them a disapproving look and walk on. No. What I'm saying is, if you don't have your CPAS card, you're stuck with your embarkation paperwork.
That sale pass, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of the bartenders will say, what's your room number? And say, 10200.
Yeah, if they're cool with
they're
that.
like, Lawrence,
And then they'll give you a piece of paper on the windy Lido deck and have you sign it so that it blows into the coral reef.
That's only Carnival. Carnival's the only one that does that.
Oh, you know what? That's my
only one.
pet peeve of cruising. Forget everything else I said. The signatures. Larry, I know not everyone's like us, but on Bromania, we are very generous, right? So generous that we remember our server on Romania last year. It didn't matter what we wanted. He was there.
Oh, yeah.
On the pool deck. Beverly Jitka has another good question. Why did some cruise lines stop giving you your cruise cards at check-in to begin with? That is a good question. Like, why don't you just get it at check-in?
Well, and that's what I said. They used to, and to me, I guess their thought process, they want to get you through check-in as fast as possible.
Tess, it's not about scribbling something. It's about the formality of it. It's not that. It's half the time I get that stupid receipt, I spend enough time trying to keep it from blowing away or sticking it under something. No. It's not about scribbling something. How about this? People stop going to their cabins because they need to get rid of what they thought was a carry-on because it's heavy because they had to bring their wine and drinks. Then I'll scribble something and move on.
So this is the thing. It just makes me laugh. So you go on a cruise and you're waiting in line.
Mr. Z says, doesn't really matter. I'm usually in the group that's rowing the boat anyway. Sorry, Larry. I had to.
So you're in line to get on the ship, go through security net, and you see a couple. One's got a 12-pack of soda under one arm, and his wife will have one under the other arm. And they'll be like, generic.
Super awesome
It's
comment.
like,
Yeah, it'll be like Dr. Thunder.
You've got a $4 12-pack of soda under your arm, and they start to bust open. It's like, is it really worth carrying that to get 12 free sodas? I don't know.
No,
I laugh
agree.
at some things like that. It's like the cost of your cruise and everything. What is?
Wait,
I don't know.
Larry,
What's 12 free
we
sodas?
have breaking news.
All right, I'm ready. Okay.
This pertains to Tess Almond. Tess Almond just had
super awesome comment.
She said, I give up because no matter who is wrong or right, me, which is wrong, I learned a long time ago, John is right. And as long as John is right, the world is good. Exactly. Tess Almond, you have graduated to Petty Officer First Class in the Coop the rank structure. You are now Chief Petty Officer Almond. There you go.
That is breaking news.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. If you really are all for the damn receipts test, then you have more power to you. But I feel like the receipts, we live in a world where people can pay for their pizza while they're taking a dump.
Well, I mean,
And
come on.
and I gotta pay for a drink with a paper receipt that blows all over the ocean and hits some old lady like across the eye while she's walking across the Lido on a walker. She can't see, loses her step, falls in the hot tub, hits her head on the railing. On top of that, she rolls over into a guy who just had knee surgery who's trying to get relief in the hot tub, messes up his knee. He sits down. His wife is having an anxiety attack. She has to go to medical services because she thinks she's having a heart attack. She goes there. Well, the medical services people were tied up trying to help this lady, and some guy's having a heart attack in the windjammer for real, but there's nobody to help him. That's what you're saying. Okay, I may have stretched that a little far, but
I mean, face it, it's all about trying to give the bartenders a tip. That's all it is.
no one's relieving themselves in the hot tub. I'm just saying, the guy had knee surgery. It feels good in the hot tub, but you know, with the bubbles and the hot water and stuff. And then some old lady gets hit in the face with a receipt, falls down, hits her head on the railing, and then slides over and busts up his knee. Well, then he sits down, and his wife freaks out, and here we are. Here we are. No staff to help the guy who actually had a heart attack in the windjammer eating 17 pieces of fried chicken. Okay.
Well, they're the only ones that do it. Or at least I'll say Royal and Norwegian do not do it. So
we
I
do
mean,
have a rank structure, and right now Tess is at the top of it, I think, Larry.
So when you were on the Norwegian, you could have 2 drinks per card. So if you showed your card and you ordered a double 1792, you got
Mary Ann Kump says that's some kind of cruise. Sorry, Larry, what'd you say?
Norwegian, you could get 2 drinks on your card. So if you walked up, gave them your card, you could say, I want a Bud Light and a Buffalo Trace. You got 2 drinks.
But there's no limit, right?
Well, you can only get 2. But if you went up there with 2 cards,
at
you
the
could
end
get
of
4.
the day,
no limit on the drinks. But
okay.
What made it nice was you could go up there and say, give me a double this and a double that. You give 2 cards, and it would be a true double.
Nancy, you would not be in the windjammer to help that guy because we all know you'd be on the Lido deck filming the guy who was having the wife who was having a heart attack. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. That wasn't a good joke. I just know Nancy doesn't miss a thing. That was a bad joke, but Nancy would help. But still, we can't rely on the cruisers to help the people. We have to rely on the staff. We have to rely on the staff. And that's why I'm saying, at the end of the day, less receipts, less staff.
Well, they're going to LNG, right? Just, save the planet, but then they have all these paper receipts. It's kind of
long neck gangsters.
Little ridiculous.
What's LNG?
Liquefied natural gas.
Oh. Nautical Nurse Nancy says AED in the hot tub would be shocking. That was worthy of it's not a super awesome comment. It's this.
And I'll tell you what I like. I have a foot fetish.
Yes. Agreed. Okay, so there was something else I wanted to talk about, Larry, and I feel like it was your idea.
I don't know. I didn't really have anything on this week's agenda.
Did we mention last week about Kevin Brubaker says LNG stands for late night gringos.
I know what LNP is.
Yeah, receipts. Hell, if they blow away, you still get charged. They're irrelevant. That's my point, Tess. If they blow away, how do they know if you wrote $50 for a tip? That's my point. Let me... you know what I do, Larry? And you've seen me do it. I directly tell the individual who just served me the drink, please give yourself a $20 tip and do not bring me a receipt to sign. and they say, no problem. And then after that, that individual tells all of his friends, and every single bartender from forward to aft all of a sudden starts coming around. Hey, Mr. John, you need a drink?
Yeah, it works. I'm telling you, tip early and it pays off for the rest of the cruise. There is no doubt about it. I mean, you go to a bar and just
Tess, they would
slip the
not
guy
figure it
$5.
out. If you write $50 on that silly piece of paper, they can't read your mind if it blew overboard. Seriously. And if
That
they
is true.
can, then they don't need the paper because they read your mind anyway, and they're going to charge you. So that's flawed logic, Tess. You're not going to win this argument. Tess is pro extra paper.
So I'm with Jamie on this. So I've learned this. So
give cash.
All of a sudden, I don't use cash a lot, but it just seems like all of a sudden I'll have like 7, 8 ones in my wallet. Well, I take them out and I have a jar and I just accumulate them in the jar. And then when I go on a cruise, I usually have about 40 to 50 ones. And it's a great way to tip. You go to somebody, you like them, slip them a couple ones, just give them that cash. We were on the Prima, and of course, we had the most awesome bartender ever, and we're giving them 5s and 10s and even 20s at times. And you give it through the week, and it just the other people see it. And here's the thing: the only thing that's somewhat negative is they split all that. If you're at a bar, they'll take it all.
Super
they throw it
awesome
in a pile, they
comment.
split it, which probably isn't a terrible thing. But when one person really stands out, you kind of want it to go to that one person.
No,
And it doesn't always happen.
that makes sense to do the cash. Yep, it's true.
But I'll always have ones in my pocket and just fling some cash right at them, especially like that.
Like our guy
Norwegian
on
and Royal.
Our guy on Liber Pendenstum of the Seas last time, I gave him a 20 every morning, and he was awesome. But oh gosh, Wendy Johnstone said she had tons of super awesome comments and didn't get credit. I'm gonna go back tomorrow and watch Wendy Johnstone, and if you deserve it, I will send you a super awesome comment t-shirt. Because relieving in the hot tub is not a super awesome comment. Tess, you are such a winner is not a super awesome comment. But I'll get back to that. You know what, Larry? We should make a super awesome comment t-shirt. Not for sale, but to give away. But here's the thing. I think, or after 5 years around here, I think that was my very first super awesome comment. I'm going to have a drink to celebrate. One person gets shocked, they all get shocked, says Nancy. Party on the Sea says, I think why they don't give your card before you get to the room is to reduce the risk of misplacing your card. I mean, I think if you're going to misplace your card, you're going to do it on a port day. I've done it twice. But
don't you always wonder about the people or even like teenagers that walk around grabbing them off your door?
Yeah, right. That's what
just
I'm
saying.
saying.
Just to be pranksters, like they grab a bunch of, right? They throw them away or throw them overboard. That's
Wendy Johnstone, I'm hoping you prove me right, because you don't decide what's a super awesome comment. Only Larry and I do. But what I was giving a super awesome comment to most recently, though, Larry, was this
super awesome comment.
On the Coop Cruise, Kevin Brubaker says, I'm going to bring an electric scooter. Everyone can hook up your roller carry-ons to my scooter, and I will take care of them, and you will have no problems. Now, the only problem I foresee is if Tess orders herself, what's that double drink? The pina colada and red. What's that called? It's half
the Miami Vice.
Yeah, the Miami Vice, right? Tess needs a Miami Vice, right? And the guy brings out the receipt. Tess goes to sign it. She goes to reach over to pick up the pen. A breeze comes in. She reaches out for it, misses it, hits some guy in the face. He gets mad, thinks it's Jamie Asmus, pushes Jamie. Jamie falls over the bar, spills a drink, bounces off the floor, cuts the bartender's foot, right? Meanwhile, the chain of events that's happening behind, because the person got hit in the face, he fell down into one of the people who were waiting for the pool deck chairs and breaks their ankle. Like, that's the thing. I don't know how that's going to work out. Honestly, Larry, I think we need to talk to John Heald personally.
I just cannot imagine that guy's job. I just cannot imagine the job that he has and the complaints and the whiners and that he has to deal with. It's just mind-boggling to me.
Well, Tess Almond says if I hit a guy in the face, he won't be mad. Even though she spelled it wrong. He won't be mad. I had to point that out. Tess, you are no longer allowed to correct anything. He would not be mad. He would like it. I just got hit in the face by Tess. All I wanted to do was get a Miami Vice. But now I'm so turned on 'cause I got slapped in the face. I'm gonna spend the night with Tess every night. My name is Roland. Poor Roland got hit in the face by Tess, fell down into the deck chairs. No one was in it because they thought the deck chair was occupied, but really it was some family who put their towels on there just to reserve them. Well, when he fell down on the chair, he fell down in the front. It tipped up like a lever, shot the freaking towels up, blinded the captain. Next thing you know, we're freaking beached. And here we are, stuck in Miami, beached because Tess needed a Miami Vice and tried to save the receipt that shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Wow. What a scenario.
Larry, embrace the nonsense.
What a scenario. So I will make a point of videotaping getting my receipt on my first drink Sunday on the Carnival of Magic and show everybody how that goes.
Larry, here's my suggestion to you.
Okay.
When you order a drink, just tell the lady or gentleman who serves you, please, I've seen bad things. Could you just not give me a receipt? You don't want to know what happened on the Carnival.
I like when they're trying to give you the receipt, but they're trying to find one of those black folding things to stick it into.
It's like, give me the black foldy thing.
But
sometimes they don't even care. They just give up and they toss a pen at you, and it's like they give you they give you a receipt and they stick it to someone's mojito water that's still on the bar just so it'll stay still.
That
Melissa
happens.
Kaiser says, hello, everyone. Larry, don't have too much fun without me. Stay away from any Octavias. Okay, Larry. Fill us in. She put it out there.
That's funny. That is funny. And I will not have too much. It's impossible for me to have that much fun without Melissa there. Impossible.
Are we not going to elaborate? Who's Octavia?
So the very first cruise I went on,
let me guess, it's Wendy Johnstone.
The Wonderful World of Wendy.
I knew it.
No, the very first cruise I took Melissa on, I actually, it was the first time I met her friend Lene, who you've met.
Yep.
It was Lene's.
How is Lene?
She's busy. She's a stewardess on Southwest, and she's
flight
busy.
attendant.
Flight attendant, sorry, and she's busy. I haven't reached out to her for a while, but it was her 40th. I took the two of them on a cruise, and that was when the Diamond Lounge was a big thing, and that was before they really had instituted drink packages. So from 5 to 8, it was free drinks.
Did you have to sign receipts after every drink?
Nope. 5 to 8 free drinks, and I could get Melissa and Lene in. Well, the one night I go in there, and this German lady her name was not Octavia, but Melissa calls her that. She just happened to be sitting with me.
Wait, Larry.
Yeah. Yes.
Brubaker just had a great idea.
Okay.
At the end of the cruise, whoever can provide the most receipts with their name on it. Because your name's on it, right?
Yes. Yes. Because Carnival. Well, here's the other thing. Carnival gives you a receipt because your drinks are numbered once you hit 10.
Okay, fine. But just tell me. Just say, hey, Mr. Clayco, you're a 10. Ring a bell. Do something exciting.
Oh, they do that too. They'll say, "Oh, okay, what? Woo, woo, woo! You just hit 10." They usually do. Sometimes they don't. All of a sudden, you look down, you're like, "Where'd that 14 come?"
Brubaker, I like it the other way. Whoever can bring the most receipts with their name on it at the end of the cruise wins an award.
Oh boy,
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I don't like
cool.
people with other people's names.
You got it. Yeah, has to have your name on it.
Yeah, I like that.
We could
like
have
that a
another
lot.
one. Whoever has the most with the number 15 on it.
Let me write that down, actually, in my Coop Cruise note. Receipts. I always spell that wrong. Do you?
RECEIPTS.
I just spelled it RECIEPTS.
I before E except after C. You ever heard that in grade school?
Yeah, you're right.
So no, it will not be the same without Melissa there, and I'm not going to elaborate on it. But I kind of everything I did about this cruise, even though it was basically like a free cruise, was geared towards her. And I was putting my folder together like I always do, or I already have it out in the front. But I putting my folder together, and I was looking at my room, and I was like, "Oh, I got upgraded." And then I was like, "Oh no, I didn't. I booked this on purpose. I have a room with the spa access." So
Daniel Fields keeps every one of his carnival receipts.
Well, he'll win.
No,
He'll be the winner.
It's got to be on the Coop Cruise. Come on now. But I get why you would keep them, I suppose, tax-wise. But I'm gonna do loose when Raj gets my drinks. I don't know what that means, Larry, but Wendy Johnstone sounds like a hell of a good time when Raj gets her drinks.
Yes. No. She's a good time all the time.
Kevin Brubaker says, also, at the end of the cruise, if you end up with a 3-boobed bra or bikini, you win a prize as well.
Okay. I think that's very deserving. There's no question about it. Yes.
Larry, I don't know how I got on these weird tangents tonight, but I'm glad I did.
But I do like
to
that.
Release some frustrations.
I do like that contest though. Whoever has the most receipts with their name on it wins a super awesome comment T-shirt.
Listen, I'm not going to make this a dramatic thing, and only Tess could make it drama. Drink receipts. Whoever has the most drink receipts with their name on it wins. I'm not going to freaking make it all special. Oh, I bought a pound and a half of candy at the candy store, and I got a receipt. That's not how it works. You okay? I'm just kidding, Tess. I'm just playing. But bar only receipts or receipts? Horizon during our cruise dates only, something to specify to avoid drama. Yes. Oh, Tess was giving advice. Good call, Tess. Good Tess. Tess, good call. It's drink receipts only?
Drink receipts only.
Wait, what if whoever can check out the most books from the library? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Whoever has the most bottles of Malort on board. But I digress. Larry,
Yes.
there's something I've been wanting to say for a while. I hope you have a fantastic cruise. Is it safe to assume that there won't be a live stream next week?
Well, that's up to you. I will.
Oh, that's right. You have the premium package.
I could try.
Well, you could do from your phone. You could join from your phone if you want to.
I can try.
Let's do it. Let's bring you in.
I think I'll just be like probably an hour ahead.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring you in live.
I can even bring my laptop
and bring Dewey. Bring Dewey Ski.
I'm sure I think he named a couple other people. He knew that we're going to be on it, so I'll see what I can do. I'll be prepared. If it works, it works. But I have the top internet package, whatever that means.
Kevin.
Now I'm sure
Kevin Brubaker has another good idea. Whoever uploads a picture from the crew area only also wins the prize. Great idea.
You might get thrown in the brig.
Lots of people are suggesting that I somehow just mysteriously jump on the ship with you. Larry, we didn't even talk about Bromania.
Well, we just brought up a couple new ideas.
I can tell you what ship it is, because the ship is beloved to me. And it's sailing out of a port called Galveston. It is the birthplace of the Rosenfindel. It is the birthplace of some weird guy in the sports bar thinking I was a famous celebrity, asking for my picture when I had 11 subscribers at the time. And I said, yes, you can have my picture. He said, I've seen you. I hadn't even released a video yet. The 11 subscribers were friends and family. But it is none other than Mariner of the Seas. Can't wait to get back on that ship, and there's a very special reason for that. It's the ship where I met a good friend of mine, Robert, who recently passed. Robert was my boat mechanic and psychologist. Very good friend of mine. Excited to get back on that bamboo room on that ship, Larry.
Yeah.
Do they still have the round jumpy thing?
I did the Mariner way before all that. I did the Mariner when it sailed out of Los Angeles a long time ago. So it's been a while.
Brubaker's
so
just
next Wednesday,
get John arrested.
Next Wednesday is my San Juan day.
How long are you in port?
You don't have my. I think 8 to 4. It says 8 to 4.
Okay, so you'll be an hour ahead, right?
Probably, yes.
Okay, yeah. So you'll be on board when it's time to go live.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
You'll have a couple days to figure out where the good internet is too. So
I'm still thinking it's probably. I don't know because I don't have. I shouldn't say that. I was thinking outside would be better.
Jose Lara, no, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but no, you are not invited on Bromania. Bro, yes, the app is Google and Apple. Right now it's web-based. I haven't published it yet, but it is Google and Apple. Bromania is not something that is a group event. Bromania is I don't know how to describe it.
It's a group of nerds that like to make fun of each other.
There are people who it's just the bigger it gets, the harder it gets to manage. And we say things that only we can hear.
It's not so much that, it's just
oh yes it is.
But how hard was it for the 6 of us to come together with a date and
let me tell you
that as it was? So
I'm telling you, we did more planning on Bromania than has happened on the Coop cruise at this point.
yeah, that's pretty accurate.
We went
Pretty
from
accurate.
cruising side to side on 2 ships.
Side to side, back to back, here, there, everywhere.
It is for the bros, Jose. The problem is, we have determined at the very outset, there will be no more than 8 people. Larry, there is a very real possibility that Doodles might make Bromania this year.
What? What?
Just saying.
What?
Just saying.
What?
Just saying.
Oh. Okay. Well, great news.
That's what I said.
Great news.
So, Larry.
Yes, sir.
Carnival
He'll fit
Magic.
perfect. He'll fit perfectly between you and Arnold.
No.
In that
He'll
double
have-
bed.
he'll
You guys
have
put
a
your beds
roommate.
together. You guys put your beds together anyway.
He's going to be rooming with somebody.
Okay.
And that somebody might just be Mr. Decker from Perth, Australia. Well, I don't know where they live in Australia now, but stay tuned, y'all.
Okay.
You know Dexter Decker? I'm not saying he's going.
You're just saying.
I'm just saying he got
so
a
you're
new
saying
job, and he
there's-
told me when he was drunk the other day.
Oh,
now that
there
I
we
have
go.
this new
There
job,
we go.
Bromania might be in the picture. I don't know if he meant this year or next year.
I like how you say he was drunk at the time.
Well, so was I. I mean, we've been drinking whiskey in my driveway.
Gotcha.
That's what we do over here. We don't get drunk every night, but you know, sometimes we golf. We have a couple beers, and then we're like, whiskey's a good idea in the driveway. And next thing you know, we're solving the world's problems. But Larry, Carnival Magic, you leave Sunday. You cruise
leave
out
Sunday.
Monday?
No, I leave Saturday, cruise Sunday.
Okay.
7 days.
Cruise director, tell me now.
Oh, I have no clue. That doesn't interest me. I can care less.
Well, yeah, but you don't know. Anybody
No,
know who
I
the
have no
cruise
idea.
director on the Magic is?
Like, that is like, I don't know what to say. That's just not high on my list. The captain, the cruise director.
Oh,
I will say,
don't you dare
the captain.
tell me that. Don't you tell me.
Maybe one time, the cruise director stood out. That's
And who was that?
all. I don't remember. But
I remember.
the captain on the
It was
Prima,
on the Vista.
the captain on the Prima was stellar, especially when you're doing a European cruise. He was stellar.
The cruise
with his
director is a
annou-
DJ at a strip club, says Daniel Field. Larry, what
I-
was
I-
the name of the girl on the Vista?
Octavia.
Savannah. Octavia. Well played. Don't you dare tell me you don't care, because Savannah was so awesome.
She had a lot of energy.
So was Cookie. And other than that, I haven't been impressed either. The Flying Scotsman, okay, yeah, you did your thing in your kilt. Savannah and Cookie were the 2 cruise directors that stood out to me for Carnival. And, believe it or not, on Royal, oh great, now I'm drawing a blank. Woohoo. Dang it. Anyway, Larry, enjoy your cruise.
I will.
We will
And
be
I'll
live
send-
next week with Larry live and direct. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But one thing I know about Larry is he's very good about posting like lots of cool stuff. Now, it's not just burp videos of you slamming beers, but you get good videos. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right, I'll do my best. I might even get the old creeper camera out.
Yes, indeed, you should. Don't post them in the Ship Show group, but they are more than welcome in the Bromania group. And that, my friends, is why everyone can't come to Bromania. It's a secret society of debauchery quite frankly, that your mama would be ashamed of. And that's why we love it. Everybody, be nice to each other. If 80% of your political posts, if 80% of your posts online are political, you are the problem in this world. You have been consumed by your politics, and it's sad. I see a lot of you out there who used to be funny and entertaining in your Facebook posts, but now all you do is talk about how crappy this person is and that person is. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, I see you guys talking smack and you're not accomplishing anything. The goal of social media was just to brag about yourself and make yourself look better with filters, right? You take a picture of yourself and your boyfriend and you look great, but your boyfriend looks like a manchichi. That is what social media was made for, right? But when you talk about how crappy candidate A is and call him derogatory names, and you sit there and tell the other side to do their research, but yet you post posts that you did no research on and the other side does the same thing. I've been watching y'all. There's too many of y'all that seem to think that your political Facebook posts are making a difference in our country. You know what makes a difference in our country? Love. Love. Caring. Sharing. Bearing the weight of responsibility to create community. But no, instead, most of you just want to talk smack and tell everybody how Shigama Barris is a craphead, or Channel Cump, Charnold Dump. That sounds too much like Arnold Cump. Anyway, I digress. You guys are always spending way too much time talking smack about your damn politics. Take a step back, look at yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself, has your identity been consumed by your politics? Then ask yourself, when you were a kid, were your parents' identities consumed by politics? Because I guarantee you, when you were a kid, the politics of that day were much more important than what we're dealing with now. But you seem to think that your silly little meme is going to convince the whole world to change their minds. Get off your high horse, get off your politics, and spread community. That's what we do here. Coop Cruise 2025. Be there. Be square. No politics involved. If you show up with a political shirt, you will be flogged and it will be filmed. Just kidding. We don't flog. We only vlog. But we don't do that either. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll do my very best to come live from the magic. Okay. See you next week.
Love ya.